I think in terms of how we sabotage, the way it shows up is we hit up against a wall, whatever
Mm-hmm.
that wall is. It could be our relationships. Our kids might be really mad at us, or we're drinking too much, or we're smoking too much marijuana, or we're not coming home at night, or we're working 18 hours a day, or it could be any number of things. We're just tired all the time. We don't feel well. I have a little way that I look at the process of transformation, and I call it the 3 I's. So you start out with insight, which is kind of what we're talking about. It's raising this level of awareness. Oh, I see the patterns. People think that there might be so many things wrong with them. There's not. There's only a couple patterns that we just repeat over and over and over and over and over again. So we pick out oh, I see it there. Oh, I see it there. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
see it there. So that's the insight. The next I call is implementation. Now we've got new skills that we implement into these areas as we notice, oh, I used to do it this way. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. And I call that the long haul. That's really where the
Yeah.
behavior change really happens.
Yeah.
And it takes time because we call it self-sabotage, but you and I know that the defense mechanisms that we created for a good reason. They were
Absolutely.
our survival mechanisms, and they will not just go away and disappear. That's why the self-loathing just doesn't work, because all you're doing is doing what was done to you as a kid. I
That's
hate
right.
that. I hate when I do that. Or, oh, hear a voice, parents, criticizing you. So we have to be able to have compassion for that part of us, understand the purpose that it's serving, because all behavior has a positive intent. It's all intended to protect us in some way or another.
Yeah.
So it's a dance. There's a part of us that'll let us do something, and then it won't, and then we negotiate. And so little by little by little, this new behavior, because the unconscious needs to trust that this new behavior is going to take care of us in a way that the old behavior did when we were kids. And the last thing is integration, where it becomes second nature.
I love that. That is, I was going to guess that was your third I,
Yeah, yeah.
integration. One of the things that you mentioned earlier, you still have this issue or this issue, but you just catch it quicker. I think that the longer you spend watching yourself, looking at these patterns, looking for the self-growth spaces, the more quickly you are able to
Absolutely.
notice the subtle things. And you're like,
That's
ah,
exactly
this
right.
is going to happen. I can tell I am headed this direction. And then you can take action on that. And it doesn't have to be the same episode. I
Right.
know there's some shows that are basically the same episode over and over and over. They just change the people's clothes or whatever, the person's name. It's like, it doesn't have to be that way. But also, you were talking about this power of transformation. And I guess I want to throw in there that not everybody transforms. You have to actually
Mm-hmm.
want it. Just
Mm-hmm.
because you're on the planet another day doesn't mean you're going to be wiser. You just
No.
are going to be older. And it takes effort to bring about what you're talking about.